Good, great greetings to you. Key for Change is 9 years old. And this month, I'm taking time out to acknowledge the sacrifice I have made to bring Key for Change to life. Key for Change started when actually I was made redundant. I was on the verge of being made redundant from my probation job at the time of the Tottenham riots. And I just couldn't believe that after all the years of dedication, that an organization had that much power over me, that much power over my self-esteem. And I think it was from that situation I decided that actually I needed to bring my own dream to life. And that's where I began to actually sit and draw my logo. Actually, in a meeting, I began to draw out a logo of a key, which then became the logo for Key for Change. So as you may or may not know, if you've ever had therapy with me, I'm so passionate about helping people to bring their dreams to life. I ultimately believe that bringing your dream to life is one of the factors that can help to immunize you against common mental health problems. Why do I believe that? Because having a dream also is linked to purpose and having meaning in your life. And often when we lack purpose, when we lack meaning, we can feel like, what's the point? Why am I here? These are all great existential questions and can be mediated when we have a dream or a vision that we bring to life. For me, Key for Change has most definitely saved my life, but my biggest inspiration were my daughters, who at the time when I began to study, actually back in 2001, say early 2001, I was in a violent relationship where I was being used and abused, confused, and I kept going back for more. And now, today, as bizarre as that may seem, I'm very grateful for that adversity. That adversity is exactly why I am at today. And what I've realized about life is that pain, difficulty is a natural part of life. And this is really difficult because the culture nowadays is everybody wants to be happy. The reality is we cannot live in a perpetual state of happiness. Sadness, sorrow, grief is actually a part of life. The key is what you learn from adversity. And for me personally, being in a very difficult relationship taught me that I had to learn to love myself. And actually, I think over the past 20 odd years or so, I have been reparenting myself. And I'm no means perfect. You know, I still have my shortcomings, as we all do. But I know exactly what to do when I reach a block in life. I reach out to trusted friends, trusted confidants, coaches to ask for help. And that's exactly what I encourage you to do. Because for many of us, we have a dream or a vision in our life. We have a great potential within us, but for whatever reason, it's been pushed down or stifled. Stereotypes, low expectations, people like you can only do certain things, or people from where you're from can only do certain things. And I'm here to tell you that if you believe in a dream, you sow into a passion, an idea, a vision that you have, well, the reality is we have no idea where that can take you. And for me personally, my dream has changed my life exponentially. I'm really proud to say that at the beginning of 2021, I bought my first property. And if you know anything about me, you'll know that I'm from an estate in northwest London, St. Raphael's Estate. And actually growing up there, low expectation was really normal. Kind of working in customer service roles, getting a job was the expectation for many of us, and I definitely fulfilled many of those stereotypes. But for me, I had a burning desire for more, in spite of the fact that I had no education, in spite of the fact that I was in an abusive relationship. And so all I did was, day by day, little by little, is I kept sowing into my dream. And that is how I've got to where I am today. It's one of the ways that I believe I've broken that cycle. I now own my own home in a lovely part of the world where the river is just up the road. And actually this month, to celebrate 9 years of Key for Change, I've gifted myself rowing lessons, because I think if I have been able to put myself in a different environment, then I need to expose myself to different activities, and rowing on the river is just going to be one of them. So I'll be sending those letters out in this newsletter. As you may or may not know, I do live by what I preach. This isn't just book to me. It's exactly how I've got myself up and off of IKEA's checkouts to where I am now as a business owner, a home owner, and an empowered woman. And I guess the reality is, I believe if I can do it, everybody else has the potential to do it. We all have the potential to do it. So whilst my field of psychotherapy often has like negativity or kind of like, it's too deep, the reality is, if I wouldn't have done the deep work on myself, I wouldn't be where I am today. And today I have no regrets at all. And yet I still have my challenges. There is no Mr. Keeley in my life at the current time. But transition is far from easy either. For so many times I've wanted to bring along the people who have grown up with me, where we have similar backgrounds, but sometimes people are stuck and we have to learn to leave them behind. I have had to learn to respect people's choices, because actually the deep work that I've done, looking into myself, taking full responsibility for myself and my life and what I want for it, has been far from easy. And I truly do understand why everybody else or other people will go so far. I totally get it. And I totally respect that. And at the same time, we all get where we need to go at a pace that is suitable for us. So I also respect individuality and free will. But I just want to take this opportunity to thank every single person who has entrusted me with your friends, your family, your referrals, with your own precious, highly sensitive stories about your lives, and that you would entrust me to help you to navigate hurt, pain, frustration, upset, disappointment. It's an absolute privilege to be allowed such close access to people. I'm incredibly grateful, and I would not be where I am without the people who have invested in me. Key for Change was an idea I had, but Key for Change required others to believe in the dream. And I wouldn't be here today in this home that I have with the confidence that I had if people wouldn't have taken a chance on me. And so I want to encourage you all to take a chance on the little man sometimes. We may not have it all perfect, but we come from a very different angle. And I'm a massive fan of giving the little guy a chance. But I also want to thank you incredibly deeply for believing in me and trusting in me and helping me to get where I am today. My ambition moving forward is to help more and more people. As you know, I am doing more groups. And in the next year or so, for my 10th anniversary, I aim to be doing more groups and working on a one-to-one with, what am I trying to say? I'm saying that in the future, we'll be looking to move towards doing less one-to-ones and more group work, so that I'm able to help more people in a much more creative way. So I want to thank you. I am very grateful. And 9 years of Key for Change. And if you have any ideas about how I can celebrate my 10th year of Key for Change, please do let me know, because you know how time flies so rapidly. I want to thank you all for your investment and for the courage to look into your precious lives. Let's be very frank. Getting to the therapeutic chair can take us years, and staying there is not easy. But if you can continue to do the work on yourself, your future self will be so proud that you did. As I stand here today in a home that I never, ever, ever, ever thought I would own. Do you think it's not 1 and 2 times I went to the council and sat there and waited to get a temporary house? Listen, don't get me started. However, I believed, I worked hard, and I made sacrifices. And I know that I came from a genuine place of love and regard for people that I am where I am today. And so if you have a dream, if you have an ambition for your life, then my encouragement is you take a chance on you. For so many people, we take chances on other people and get hurt and frustrated. It's no wonder we end up depressed. Well, I encourage you, I implore you, take back your energy and focus on you. And like me, who knows where you may be in 9 years' time? We know that life runs so fast. Look, we're here in a pandemic now, and life has changed in ways that we could have never imagined. Yet, it is what it is. What dream, no matter the situation, can you sow into? Let your girl Key know, and if you have any ideas about what I can do for year 10, I'll be incredibly grateful. Do take care of you, and please share the content. Please encourage others to look, learn, listen, because it's serious times out here, and we need strategies, ideas in order to help navigate life. But one of the most important ways is to find your dream and sow into it. Do take care of you, because if you don't,